Hello people of the web and welcome back to the Lyfcraft server. We're picking up where we left off in the last episode, in the Blue Wing, where I've been trading with these villagers for bricks and quartz. Now I've already done one trip to the shopping district and had two full shulkers, of one of quartz and one of bricks. I've now got enough to finish stocking my brick shop, and I need some quartz for something I'm hoping to do on a live stream later. After umming and ahhing for quite a while as to what to do with these walls, I've just decided that I'm going to fill them in with smooth quartz and tidy it up. And that will do. We can always change it later if we wish, but I'm going to need a lot of smooth quartz. I think it's about 6 stacks per quadrant, so I need 24 stacks of smooth quartz, which is a lot. I don't actually have a furnace array though, so what I'm going to do is just a very temporary looking setup. It's going to be an output chest like this. We can have feeding in from furnace. We just need to put the fuel in the front and items in the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Quartz. Nope. Quartz. Yep, I'm going to need at least that, so we'll just chuck that all in here. And we need some kind of fuel. I did not realise you could burn crossbows. That'd be useful to know for when I build a pillager farm, which is on my very long list of to-do things. I was just looking through the wood chests for odds and ends. For some reason, in the acacia chest, we have 5 stacks of jungle doors. That's going to take a little while to burn through what we put in. And so in the meantime, I have an errand to run, and it includes using these leads. You see, our iron farm has one extra thing that it does, which is completely unintentional. It produces cats. And we have a neighbour on the server that could do with some cats to save him from creepers. So I've named these so they didn't despawn. 1, 2. I'm hoping if I break this, I can then lead them away. I just need to be careful they don't fall off and die anywhere. Come on. Let's hope we don't lose them. So here you go. Right. Pick up the leads on the other side and catch them. I have one spare lead. Would you mind getting out of the portal, please? Walking cats along a 3-wide pathway is quite stressful. I'm terrified they're going to fall off. I need to make sure they don't go into that portal or fall down. Stay away from the edge. We're getting there. You may be wondering why we're taking cats to truck pipe space. He's had a few instances lately where he's been blown up by a creeper in and around his base. So I figured a couple cats that he could tame and call his own would be a good idea to scare off any creepers. By the way, this beautiful nether tunnel built by ZactheDragon. It's amazing. Right, I can't walk through the portal. I have to push you. Come on, in you go. I probably should have checked this place before coming through, as they exited the portal. There's one. How do I get there? Yeah, these trapdoors can be activated by cats. Not trapdoors, pressure plates. Which means we've now got a cat in the open. There we go, there's one. Don't you dare shoot at me, you might hit the cat. Ooh, a bow. That'll do as fuel. Right, so cat on that ledge. We can get the cat. Just have to be really quick. I said really quick. Got it. There. 2 cats. Now, just in case, I want to wrap them, go around them with fence posts so that they don't escape if we have any issues with the leads breaking. So, alright. There. Easy peasy. And while we're here, we might as well have a quick fly around. Truckpipe only recently moved to this area, and he's built this huge tower that's really, really impressive. And made out of red nether brick. And I don't think I've ever built with red nether brick. Hello, Mr. Creeper. Stupid creeper. Oh. That could be a bit dangerous. I haven't named it. We could name him. Or I could try and make sure that DP doesn't get blown up again. I like Truckpipe, unfortunately. So I think we'll have to brave it. This could go wrong. But it didn't. So we're okay. Beautiful build. Oh, doggies. And in case you didn't know, Truckpipe likes fishing. So I'm imagining that down here is his new collection of loot from fish. Yep, this looks very familiar. Wow. Yep, he's been fishing. I was kind of hoping he might have loads of fishing rods and bows spare that I could steal, but nope, nothing. We'll just use sticks for smelting our quartz. I do like this door though. Very simple, but works nicely. With the furnace very slowly smelting my quartz to make smooth stuff, I'm going to put that on hold and get on with something in the green wing that needs to be done, especially now that we actually have resources coming in from the farms. I need a sell for villagers so that we can actually trade some of our stock that we've been getting in from the potato and carrot farm in and get emeralds from it. Otherwise, the silo's just going to fill up and we get no goods. Luckily, I already dug this back a bit, which removes some of the workload. In this entire room, I still don't have a crafting bench, so let's fix that. Let's have one either side of the carpet, and I suppose just for symmetry, we'll do the same with it over this side. Now I'm thinking they can stand here, and we'll just have this as a wall, and that block up there should mean they can't step over. So with some glowstone in the floor, some composters, should be able to cover that up with carpet and they can still access everything, and we end up with a light room. I do need to run minecart tracks over there, which means digging up some of this carpet. You may remember in a recent episode I gave away a load of redstone supplies. That included rails, and my redstone box is out of regular rails. It's kind of annoying. I do have iron though. And sticks should be in this chest. Oh. They'll be there shortly. Wow, I grabbed a few sticks and I've now got a stack and a half of rails. Rails are really cheap. Oh, like that? Suppose I kind of need some extra powered rail, maybe, just to get up that little tiny ramp. So one there, and then we've got 2 powered rail for the end. Ta-da! Let's get our first villager. Go! Wow, that was rather straightforward. Ignore that. And he's already a farmer. Fortunately, he buys beetroot, which we don't have a farm of yet. So keep going. And the second guy, wheat and beetroot. We now just being intentionally awkward. This works so well. I think I'm going to be bold. 1, 2. Oops. No. Well, despite not having a beetroot farm or a wheat farm, I've now got a good number of emeralds, and we've leveled up a couple of them. Look, they're so happy. They're jumping for joy. Yay. I was thinking of doing my wheat and beetroot farm. However, before we get onto that, it kind of makes sense to do a few alterations to the item transportation system. So all of the stuff coming from the carrot and potato farm gets thrown in an item stream and shoots along here. It then goes up a tiny little elevator into another hopper and then into another dropper clock. Which means for the carrots and potatoes, they get thrown through 2 clocks, causing more lag than is necessary. Now what I'd like to do is potentially move that that dropper back a block and shoot it into a stream that could actually continue further down, and then the channel for the potatoes and carrots to come down could be here instead. I'm going to have to fiddle around with that and see what I can work out. Well, I managed to redo the item elevator so that the stuff from these chests coming from the side and the water stream goes all the way down from bedrock up. So stuff coming in doesn't have to go through 2 droppers. I also put a floor down for the hopper minecart, and I've started running tracks. However, I've run out of powered rails, which is a bit of a problem because I can't finish this without powered rails. And I don't have any gold. I do, however, know someone else who does have gold. In fact, he has a pigman farm. And yes, I'm still on these delicious raw carrots. Delicious and nutritious. Barely. Okay, that noise made me jump. It was a creeper on top of the tunnel. Don't blow up Bex's path. She'll be very upset. Rightly so, she's done a fantastic job around this area. Oh, here we go. 8 blocks, 1 diamond. I think that'll do me, but I'll take 16. Just to be safe. Why is it every time I come to the Nether, I insist on flying from that portal to this portal? Pretty sure it's about the same amount of time if I walk. I've got rockets to spare. Stupid recording. I'm having to redo a scene that I've already done. I was showing off my unloading system, which seems to work. Now, in theory, the hopper minecart comes in, and if it's got anything in it, it'll stop on this block, unload, and then shoot off again. And it's all in a loop, which is quite nice. And here's a dropper that I just need to have power and send underneath this layer. I think this will line up. Mouse mode. Well, that went smoother than I was expecting. Ooh, even better. It's a bit dark down here. Ooh. Problem solved. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unfortunately, we can't go all the way. So I'm going to do 1 underneath the redstone, and I'll have to remember to grab a sign. We're not far from being done. I think what I need is 1 block there, and we'll break this off and just test it. Carrots, they can go in. Yep, that's working. Obviously, that block will be there. Perfect. Now, I'm not expecting to need to come down here, but I have installed a ladder just at the middle of the corridor, so I can get down there if I need to. Which might happen if I have a minecart either despawn or stop on the tracks. I suppose now it's time to get the dirt in. I've just crawled back under here so I can move this repeater just out of the way so this block is no longer powered, and the hopper minecart should just sit and stay there because we're not actually ready to run the farm yet. I didn't have enough wheat seeds or beetroot seeds. And when I talk about wheat seeds in particular, it's not just this area I need to fill up. I also need to have enough spare that I can fill up a villager's inventory. Because unfortunately, unlike carrots and potatoes, if a villager picks up wheat, he will make bread. And I don't want him to make bread. I want him to have a full inventory of seeds, and so anything he harvests sits on the floor. So Hushbug has kindly agreed to keep an eye on the crops and harvest them for me, which means I can get on with editing. Thank you. I now have... I don't want this. There. While of course the beetroot and wheat farm aren't quite finished, they'll be done in the next couple of days, which can be done off camera. Now if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and consider suggesting my videos to a friend. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye now.